Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm going to be explaining today's biodiversity activity. Before going out into the field with your child, please prepare by getting any form of tablet or phone that has internet capabilities as well as a camera, ideally. If you have that, please download iNaturalist or the Seek by iNaturalist app. The Seek app is a little more fit for children, and iNaturalist is a little more fit for adults, but either are great resources to help you contribute to citizen science, as well as help you gain information about the area that you're going to. If you don't, bring a camera that you could then later upload to an internet source later on. You can also prepare by printing out the PDF that's attached to this document. If you don't have a printer, you're welcome to draw a similar chart on the back of an old cereal box, maybe the back of a piece of paper you got in the mail, or a journal or notebook that you already have lying around. When you have both of those ready, you're ready to find a green space. For me, my green space is just outside my house, but you could also go to a local park, a trail, or even your backyard. So there's kind of two parts to this activity. The first part is drawing a scientific drawing using the paper that we provided or the ones that you drew. So for this, encourage your child to draw with colors if you can, or as much detail as you can. So that might be looking at the shape of the leaf, or about how tall it is, how many petals are on a flower, what kind of beak shape a bird has, or how many legs an insect has. Just look for as much detail as you can and try to draw those and label them on your chart. So spend a few minutes doing this, and then once you've kind of noticed all these different things, you'll be ready to use the app.
Now, if you are stuck inside for any reason, you can identify plants or your own pets or any other photos you might have, plants that you can see out your window using the Seek app. I use the Seek app to identify these orchids here, but make sure that if you are using indoor plants that you mark them as in captivity or you don't upload them to the iNaturalist website.
Here's how to use the Seek app. After opening the app, find the plant that you would like to use, hit the camera button. As you get closer, it'll give you more and more specific information, starting with class, then species, getting down to as specific as it can. As all the dots fill, that means that it's ready to tell you. Click the camera button again, and you can learn more about it. I usually like to hit the View Species button because you can see if it's an introduced or native or even invasive species. And then you can also tell where else it's been found near you, the taxonomy, and then also similar species. From there, scroll to the top, hit the back button, and you can post to iNaturalist. This means that it'll be recorded, and you can pick your own settings. So, do you want it to know where you are exactly? Would you like others to be able to see that you made a post in this location? And then, is it captive or cultivated? So, is it somewhere that you maybe planted it in your yard, or is it found in nature? Once you post your observation, it will be able to be used for citizen science to help other people identify things in the future, and also just to see what species are found in different places, which is helpful for scientists to be able to see migration patterns or where different species of plants are. I continue on and I try some other plants. So again, as I get closer, it's saying, yep, 100% it's going to be garlic mustard. I take the photo, can view some more information about it. And also a fun thing about Seek, like you see here, is I got a cub badge, so you can level up as you see more species or meet different goals. So sometimes there's challenges like finding a mammal or a certain number of plants, or maybe finding them in an urban area. So again, I'm setting the settings as private because that might be most comfortable for most families to use with their children, but it's up to you and your child. So I'd recommend you help them download and create an account so that you can create some of these settings yourself. I'm demonstrating 3 plants today, but you can use as many plants, insects, birds as you find, and it's a good challenge to ask your child to find as many as they can, which is also a great counting activity. You can also include math in different ways, like how many leaves or how many legs does an animal or insect have. And I also found Virginia creeper, which is a vine, but just as a reminder, make sure you're being cautious to not touch plants that you don't know what they are in case there's something like poison ivy. And also it's a great idea just to leave wildlife where it is and alone, especially if you're looking at something that's a living being.
From everybody at Shivers Creek, happy exploring and never stop discovering.